Have you ever finished your daily walk, that one habit everyone says is the best exercise, and still felt like your legs were dragging? That quiet heaviness, that dull ache, as if your body is working harder than it should just to stay upright? If that sounds familiar, take a deep breath, because you are far from alone. And more importantly, this isn't a sign of weakness or aging gone wrong. It's a message from your body, one that most people over 60 never learn how to hear. For decades, we've been told, just keep walking. That's all your body needs. And yes, walking is wonderful for your joints, your lungs, and your spirit. But for many older adults, especially past 60, walking alone no longer trains the muscles that truly hold you up. What happens next is subtle. Legs that tire easily, swelling that appears by afternoon, a growing unease each time you stand from your chair. You may tell yourself, it's just age. But it's not the whole story. Hidden deep in your lower legs is a small, powerful muscle, one that doctors now call your second heart. It quietly helps your body fight gravity every time you stand, and when it goes to sleep, which it often does after years of sitting and gentle walking, you lose more than strength. You lose energy, balance, and confidence in your movement. The good news is that you can wake it up again, safely, easily, and without stepping foot in a gym. And today, we'll do exactly that. So settle into your chair, straighten your spine, and let's reawaken the part of your body that's been silently waiting to support you. Part 1. The hidden engine inside your legs. There's a quiet powerhouse at work beneath your knees, the soleus muscle. It doesn't look like much on the surface, but it's the reason your blood keeps flowing upward against gravity. In fact, surgeons often refer to it as the second heart, because every time it contracts, it squeezes blood from the lower legs back toward your heart. Now imagine what happens when that muscle gets lazy, as it does in most people past 60. The pumping slows, blood pools in the legs, ankles swell. You start to feel that constant fatigue even when you've rested. It's not your heart giving up. It's your second heart, the one in your calves, asking to be used again. Think about how much of your day is spent sitting, reading, watching TV, working on a tablet. Even when you do walk, your soleus only half wakes up, because walking doesn't fully flex it. Over time, this once strong muscle becomes dormant. That's why so many older adults feel lightheaded when standing up quickly, or describe their legs as heavy. It's not just poor circulation, it's a system that's been switched off. The beauty of this truth is that it can be reversed, not with pain or pressure, but with calm, intentional movement that you can do right now, in the comfort of your home. Let's begin with the first step, a movement so gentle that even those with arthritis, balance issues, or joint pain can do it safely. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This is where the transformation begins. Part 2. Exercise 1. Seated heel raise. Wake up the second heart. I want you to imagine you're sitting comfortably in a sturdy chair. Feel your feet flat on the floor, toes pointing forward, knees softly bent at a right angle. Now rest your palms gently on your thighs. Take a slow, steady breath in. As you exhale, lift your heels off the ground, just a few inches. Hold that position for a moment, feeling a light squeeze in the back of your lower legs, almost like you're pressing invisible buttons under your feet. Then, lower your heels back down with control. Do this again, slowly and smoothly, letting your breath guide you. Inhale as your heels rise, exhale as they fall. You're not trying to rush or strain, you're simply waking up the sleeping muscle that pumps life through your legs. As you repeat this gentle motion, imagine your circulation beginning to flow more freely. Picture that stagnant feeling, the heaviness, the swelling, starting to fade. Each lift tells your body, this muscle matters. Wake up, support me. Within a few days of doing this exercise daily, most people begin to notice subtle changes. Less swelling around the ankles, legs that feel lighter by afternoon, and even better energy during the day. Many describe a surprising sense of connection, as though their feet are communicating more clearly with their brain again. And there's science behind that feeling. Each controlled lift activates the nervous system fibers that link your calves to your balance center. It's not just muscle work, it's neural training. You're teaching your body to rediscover stability from the ground up. If you've struggled with balance, this movement can become your anchor. And if you've been afraid of more intense exercise, Think of this as your doorway back to confidence. Now, a word of care. If you have a recent blood clot, painful varicose veins, or any sharp calf pain, check with your doctor before starting. But for most older adults, this is one of the safest and most restorative movements you can do. The beauty of the seated heel raise lies in its simplicity. It requires nothing but presence. 2 minutes, twice a day. That's enough to begin reawakening your second heart. So keep lifting gently, keep breathing deeply, and remember, you're not just exercising, you're reactivating a forgotten part of yourself that knows exactly how to support you. Part 3. Standing from gravity to power. Now that we've reawakened your second heart from the safety of your chair, it's time to invite gravity into the conversation. Because true balance, the kind that keeps you steady and confident, begins the moment you stand. Have you noticed that brief hesitation when you get up from a chair? That small wobble before your feet find their place? For many people after 60, that's the body's quiet way of saying, I've forgotten how to stabilize. But you can remind it. And this next exercise, the standing calf raise, is where strength meets grace. Start by standing near a solid surface, a kitchen counter, the back of a sturdy chair, or even a wall. Place your fingertips lightly on it, not to hold yourself up, but simply as a guide. Keep your feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forward, knees soft. Now take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, press gently through the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the ground. Don't rush. Pause for a second or two at the top. Feel the quiet power in your calves, the way your body lengthens and steadies itself. Then, lower your heels down slowly, as though placing something fragile back onto a shelf. Repeat this gentle rise and fall, syncing the movement with your breathing. You'll notice a wave of warmth through your lower legs. That's your circulation waking up, your balance system recalibrating. This simple motion does far more than strengthen muscles. Each repetition teaches your ankles, knees, and hips how to speak to one another again, a process scientists call proprioception. It's your body's built-in GPS for balance. When this system works well, your steps feel sure, your turns feel steady. You can reach for that top shelf without fear of losing balance. Try doing this exercise twice a day, once in the morning to awaken your legs, and once in the evening to drain away the swelling of the day. You don't need to sweat or strain. You just need consistency. Remember, aging doesn't take away your strength, it simply asks you to use it differently. With each lift, you're not just building muscle, you're retraining your body to trust itself again. So the next time you rise from a chair and stand tall without wobbling, pause for a moment and smile. That's your body remembering how powerful it truly is. Part 4. Bent knee calf raise. Unlock the deep engine. By now, you've woken up the second heart and taught it how to move with gravity. But there's one final layer to unlock, the deep stabilizing system that keeps you upright even during the tiniest movements. Have you ever stood on one leg to put on your pants or shoes and felt a sudden wobble? That moment of uncertainty isn't about strength. It's about connection. The inner system that tells your body, I've got you, has fallen asleep. To restore it, we turn to a small but mighty movement called the bent knee calf raise. Stand behind a sturdy chair or counter and place one hand lightly on it. Shift your weight gently onto your right foot and lift your left foot just an inch or two behind you. Not high, just enough to balance. Now bend your right knee slightly, not into a squat, just a soft bend as if you're ready to take a step forward. From this position, rise slowly onto the ball of your right foot, feeling the muscle deep in your lower leg engage. Hold it for a moment, then lower back down with full control. As you do this, you may notice the work happening closer to your ankle than before. That's the soleus coming fully alive. Switch sides and repeat, always keeping the knee gently bent. Why does this matter? Because when the knee bends, your body turns off the surface calf muscle, the one used for sprinting, and activates the deeper, tireless soleus muscle, built for endurance and balance. This deeper muscle stabilizes you during everyday actions, reaching, stepping, turning, and standing on uneven ground. With each slow lift, you're not just exercising, you're reprogramming. You're teaching your nervous system to respond, to adjust, to protect you. And something remarkable begins to happen. You stop moving with hesitation and start moving with quiet confidence. You begin trusting your footing again, not because you forced your body, but because you retrained it. If you ever feel unsteady, try doing this movement near a wall or holding the back of a chair for balance. There's no rush. Even if you only do a few repetitions each day, your body will adapt. Over time, your legs begin to feel grounded again, strong, stable, and quietly alive. This is how independence is built, not in the gym, but in the small moments you reclaim control. Part 5. The science behind the second heart. Let's take a moment to step inside your body and see what's really happening beneath the surface. Each time your soleus contracts, whether you're seated, standing, or slightly bent, it gently squeezes the veins in your lower legs, pushing blood back toward your heart. This one small movement supports your circulation, keeps your blood pressure steady, and delivers oxygen to every cell in your body. After 60, many people experience reduced circulation, cold feet, swollen ankles, even mild dizziness when standing up quickly. Doctors often treat these symptoms with medication or compression stockings. But studies now show that reactivating your soleus through these simple movements can restore natural balance within your cardiovascular system. No pills required. Think of your soleus as a built-in pump. When it's active, your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Your brain receives more oxygen. Your metabolism improves. Your energy levels rise naturally without caffeine or stimulants. This is why some surgeons recommend these movements after surgery, to prevent dangerous blood clots in patients who can't walk yet. The muscle's natural pumping action is powerful medicine all on its own. And here's the best part. You can activate this system anytime, anywhere. While sitting at your desk, watching TV, waiting for your tea to brew. Every small repetition adds up. Each one is a message to your body that says, keep flowing, keep living, keep growing. Because the real secret to healthy aging isn't about pushing harder, it's about moving smarter. It's about choosing actions that nourish your body, not exhaust it. So whether you're 60, 70, or 80, your second heart is still there, ready to serve you, ready to lift you, ready to prove that strength has no age. Part 6. Daily integration, building your second heart routine. Now that you know how to wake your second heart, it's time to make it part of your daily life. Because real strength, the kind that lasts, doesn't come from doing something once in a while. It comes from weaving small moments of movement into the rhythm of your day. You don't need a gym membership or a personal trainer or even a strict schedule. All you need is intention. Picture this. It's morning. The sunlight touches your window. Before reaching for your phone or making your coffee, you sit on the edge of your bed, feet on the floor. You take a deep breath and lift your heels. One slow rise, one gentle drop, 10 times. That's it. You've already awakened your circulation before you've taken your first step. Midday, when you're waiting for your kettle to boil or your lunch to warm up, that's your moment for the standing version. You hold the counter lightly and lift your heels again. Each rise sends energy upward. A little reminder to your body that you're still vibrant, still capable, still in control. And in the evening, after dinner or while watching your favorite show, you try the bent knee version. It drains away the fluid built up from the day, so you can rest with lighter legs and a calmer mind. You see, the magic isn't in one big workout. It's in the micro moments, those short bursts of connection between your body and your will. Each time you move, even for a minute, you're training your muscles, your circulation, and even your brain to work together again. This is how people past 60 rediscover their energy, not through exhaustion, but through gentle consistency. If you make this a daily ritual, 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there, you'll begin to notice how much steadier you feel, how walking feels effortless again, how you stand a little taller without even thinking about it. These aren't just exercises anymore. They're messages to your body saying, I still choose strength, I still choose life. Part 7. The hidden saboteur, why your shoes might be holding you back. Now let's talk about something most people never think about. Their shoes. Yes, the very thing you trust to protect your feet might also be what's quietly weakening them. Modern shoes, especially the cushioned kind, are comfortable, but they often do too much of the work for you. Their thick soles and high heels block the natural movement of your feet, the flex and stretch that wake up your soleus and send those important balance signals to your brain. When your foot can't move freely, your second heart doesn't pump as it should. Blood flow slows, your muscles lose tone, and before you know it, you've become less stable, not because you're older, but because your feet have been muted. So what can you do? Start by spending a few minutes each day barefoot, on safe, flat surfaces in your home. Let your toes spread, your arches engage, your soles feel the ground again. If you prefer wearing shoes, look for pairs that bend easily and let your toes move. You'll be surprised at how quickly your ankles and calves start to feel more alive. You see, balance doesn't just come from your legs. It begins with your feet. The thousands of nerve endings there are your body's early warning system. They tell your brain where you are in space, how much pressure you're applying, and how to adjust before you even realize it. By keeping your feet active, flexible, and connected, you're not just helping your posture, you're feeding information back to your entire nervous system. So the next time you take a walk, think less about distance and more about awareness. Feel the ground beneath you. Let each step be a conversation between your body and the earth. That's where true stability begins. Part 8. From weakness to wisdom, a new way to age strong. Pause for a moment. You've just reactivated a system that most people never even know exists. A system that pumps your blood, protects your heart, supports your spine, and quietly holds you steady through every step of life. This isn't just exercise, it's renewal. Because at 60, 70, or 80, you don't need to chase youth. What you need is reconnection with the parts of your body that still want to work for you, if only you give them the chance. Each lift of your heel, each deep breath, each calm repetition is more than movement. It's a declaration. You're saying, I'm not fragile, I'm adaptable, I'm not slowing down, I'm moving differently. I still belong in this body, and I'm still learning how to use it. And here's the truth that every surgeon, therapist, and longevity expert will tell you. It's never too late to rebuild. Your muscles can still grow, your circulation can still improve. Your balance can still sharpen, your energy can still rise. All it takes is awareness and the willingness to start. So when tomorrow comes and you wake up, remember, the power to feel younger isn't hidden in a bottle or a treadmill. It's right there in your calves, waiting to be awakened. Do your 2 minutes. Smile when your legs feel lighter. Walk knowing that your second heart is beating strong beneath you. And if this practice touches something inside you, that quiet confidence you thought you'd lost, share it. Tell a friend, a spouse, or someone who's been afraid to move again. Because strength grows faster when it's shared. Write in the comments, second heart activated. Let the world see that age isn't an ending, it's a beginning written in experience, resilience, and grace. So stay steady, stay strong, and never forget, you're not losing power. You're simply learning how to use it differently.